violence. It wouldn't be limited to Ferguson, Missouri. It would be where it happens not occasionally, but every single evening.
You know, we were talking a little bit earlier about this sort of militarization of these local police forces who get some surplus from, the controversial Department of Defense program. What's your feeling about that? You know, these guys coming in with, the hats and the tanks and all that business.
Well, I think we've created a situation where the militarization of the police is a real threat to our civil liberties. Look, I'm a total law and order kind of guy. I believe that you shouldn't allow people to run amok, and I think you've got to protect the police at all possible venues. But it's not helpful when you put the police in gear that looks like they've just come out of a Star Wars movie, and they don't look human anymore. They honestly are frightening, and you don't want the police to scare the daylights out of people who haven't done anything wrong and create an enmity. And that's what you do when you create this, we have really big weapons and we're going to batter your home down at 3 a.m. to serve you a warrant, and we're going to throw a flash bomb in the crib of a child, as happened in Atlanta. Those are the kind of things that are over the top, and it's some point we're going to have to step back and say, this is not how the United States of America conducts law enforcement. We're not at war with our citizens.
Do you remember when liberals used to say that? I mean, this is the Obama administration doing this, overseeing the militarization of police departments. Liberals used to be against stuff like that. They were for civil liberties. Now it's obey, comply, we'll force you to. We have tanks, you don't.
It's a frightening thing, and I think people need to understand that the constitutional history of law enforcement versus military is stark for a purpose. The purpose of government is to protect our liberties, not to somehow quench them. And I think the militarization has a very quenching effect and a dividing effect.
You made a great point about what was it? The person with a little power, and then all of a sudden.
I think it's like the hall monitor syndrome. You know, this small little town. Was it New Hampshire? The little town of Keene, New Hampshire, where they had the Pumpkin Festival, and they had an armored personnel vehicle running.
You need an
grandma.
there, right?
You're worried about grandma stealing a little too much apple cider up there. Give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited for fall thinking about apple cider donuts. Hey, Governor, can you stick around?